Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. And today, we're looking at Bob Arum's words. He had some very interesting words to say regarding and pertaining to Anthony Joshua. And the long shot of it is that Bob Arum said that Anthony Joshua is not elite. But let's just hear it from Bob himself. Let's hear what Bob had to say.
Anthony Joshua is not an elite fighter. And by the time Fury is ready, just remember there probably will be a third fight with Wilder. But by the time Fury is ready for that fight, I promise you Joshua won't be the heavyweight champion with those three belts, because Joshua is not an elite fighter. Any fighter that gets beat by an average heavyweight like Andy Ruiz and gets knocked out by Ruiz cannot be considered elite. And then to get Andy Ruiz in the second fight, where Andy Ruiz comes in obese and still not be able to do anything but run around the ring and win with your jab, he is not elite. Kubrat Pulev, who will be fighting Joshua and is my fighter, along with Epic Sports, will go over to London, and I guarantee you will knock Joshua out.
Okay, so let's dissect the words of Bob Arum. He says that any fighter who could get knocked out by Andy Ruiz is not an elite fighter. Okay, so let's examine those words and sentiments uttered by Bob Arum. Okay, so fighters throughout the years, elite fighters throughout the years, have been stopped, beaten on points by fighters considered to be of lesser caliber. Going out throughout time, throughout the history of the sport, we had Muhammad Ali lost to Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks wasn't considered elite. You know, he was just a decent fighter. But did I say Muhammad Ali got knocked out? Muhammad Ali lost to Leon Spinks. Coming into more recent times, we've had Lennox Lewis, who got knocked out by Oliver McCall. Oliver McCall was a good heavyweight, but was he considered elite? I don't think so. Could never hold it together. Lennox Lewis again gets knocked out by Hasim Rahman. Was Hasim Rahman considered elite? No, but he was a good fighter. You could say a very, very good fighter. And Lennox Lewis came back to avenge his losses, and is certainly considered one of the best heavyweights, the very best heavyweights of modern times. So I talk about Andy Ruiz not being a top fighter. Well, Andy Ruiz is top 5. So Anthony Joshua, the stronger resume than either Tyson or Wilder. Built-in excuse for them not fighting Anthony Joshua after they've had their second fight. And what about after the third fight? Seems like a built-in excuse they can fall back on. Why should we fight Joshua? Why should we fight the unified heavyweight champion when he's not elite? Why should we do it? Don't have to do it. It don't make no sense to us to fight a non-elite fighter. That's my take on the matter. What say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares.